One, this is Arunima, and I'm in Denmark, and I moved here almost a year ago, but I've visited a lot. Before that, I was in Pune for 10 years, and before that, I was born in Hyderabad, and I grew up in Hyderabad. I went to school and college in Hyderabad, and I went to one school. And I have also studied along with Mrudula. We were in the same class. So a little bit about my background, but my family is Hindu family, but I believe in Jesus. And that's my personal choice of following Jesus Christ. And I must say that I have never been discouraged. I never regret that following Jesus even till today. I am glad that I'm married to a Christian man, and which is Simon, and he's also God fearing man, and I am really thankful to God, and especially for Jesus, that He gave me this life with a purpose and to follow Him, and to have this love which He gave us by showing on the cross, that I'm supposed to love the world as He asked me to, or as He does the same with me. Today, I just want to say that my life, even though it sounds very good right now, or maybe you think that, oh, she's sitting there, whatever, but at the end of the day, I must say that I did walk the hard road. It was very tough. The road was not that easy. Wherever I am, it's not about the wealth, it's not about the job, it's not about the country, but it's all about your life and my life. Why do we have this life? And so I want to show some light in that area, that God really loves us, and that is what I've experienced all my life. And I still think that it is the purpose of life, to experience His love, that He is the Father who can take care of you, who can be with you always, wherever you are, and whatever you are doing. So with my family, I had so many issues, and there was a time I had to choose between Jesus and the family, but I chose Jesus, and I still feel that I had made a right choice. So, and apart from that, walking with God. What is walking with God? I think for me, even today, is only one thing, that I'm supposed to know Him on daily basis. And how can I do that? By reading His word, meditating His word, and praying and loving Him with my whole heart, mind, and soul. So this is what it is. And I think sometimes we make it so complicated, that I want this and this. We are all driven by our own desires, but that is not so much God. God really He is very simple in His word, that we need to love Him first, and we need to love our neighbors. And so these two commandments become so tough for us to be or follow these commandments, because we are in the flesh. And so I would like to say that it is tough. This world is tough, and you will have so many. Jesus never promised an easy life. He always promised that there would be a tough life. But He also said that He has overcome it. So what it means, that we can also overcome all the problems in our lives. And so I would like to encourage you all with the word, that He is always with you, and especially when situations comes like where you're doubtful, I would say that roar like a lion and say that my faith is roaring rather than a doubt. I think the doubt has no space in our lives. Why? Because we know the God who always is faithful. We know the God who always promises, and He keeps His promises, and He is never changing. I think there are so many attributes of God which I would like to focus, but at the moment I really want to say that in my life I would say that my personal walk with Jesus was the most amazing experience I have ever in my life, rather than having a job or money or anything else. Because it's at the end of the day, it's all about you, and it's all about God and you as what you did on this earth. So and the road, I mean, the life in Hyderabad was also not easy, but somehow God showed me every step of the way what step I'm supposed to take. And those all things I could only do it by reading his word, meditating his word, and praying. And if you do this, like those scriptures say, seek his first kingdom, and all the things is added to us. So I firmly believe that is the truth, and that's my experience with Jesus. That whenever I pursued him, I was at peace. I was the most happiest person on this earth. So many people walk around me and still ask me, "Oh, what is the reason?" Even here. So the only reason is Jesus. I think we need to make sure that Jesus is shown through our lives, not by I'm not saying don't preach, but I'm saying that you need to live the life like Jesus did. So I would encourage you all to meditate how he was reaching out, how he was loving a person, your brother, your sister, or your husband, your wife, or your parents or grandparents. And in my life, even though it was so tough between my parents and my choice of following Jesus Christ, I still think that we are still in good terms. We are still talking, because what God told me is that his love is as equal for me and my mom. So he loves the same everyone. So we are also called to do that. So I would encourage all those people who are from Hindu families or even not from Hindu families, that continue to love your family members and continue to love your friends and continue to love the people around you. And that's what I've been doing. Two things: loving God by keeping him, give him the priority by spending time in his presence, by reading his scripture and following and actually doing it. And the second is you love your neighbors like you love your family members, your friends. And when you do these things, everything on this earth will make sense. And that's what I would like to share today. And thank you for this opportunity, Mridula. I think I'm glad that Grace Creations are standing and trying to bring the light among the people. And I'm glad that you asked me to share my testimony. And I'm really, really happy to share with you all. Thank you.